Pacheco sidesteps a tackle, cuts 15, 10, 5, freaking touchdown, dude! Blown up, fumble, pitch back to Brian Cook, and Brian Cook's gonna freaking house it, dude! He's gonna house it! Oh my God! He's got plenty of time, fires, back in the end zone, touchdown! Bro, what the frick did I just watch? And this is why you don't doubt Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna waltz in, untouched, touchdown, Kansas City, let's go, baby! What's up, everybody? That was Hot Mike, turning this down a little bit. Hope you guys are doing well. On the Friday night Q&A, the NFL Top 100 list just got done and over with. I was kind of waiting for that before going live, finishing up dinner, and I've also worked 13 days straight, okay? So I know I'm 11 minutes late here, but I'm sure you guys would understand. The NFL Top 100 list was certainly, interesting. If I go look at the top 10, we could pull them up here. Because where do I see these? Where was the NFL Top 10 list voted? I want to see him. Basically, Patrick Mahomes was number 4. CMC was 3. Lamar Jackson was 2. And then Tyreek Hill was 1. Here we go. Let me see if I can pull this bad boy up. It's pretty I don't know what actually they're voting on here. Because let me fix this. Yeah. Lamar Jackson at 2 is actually insane. Unless they're only voting on regular season performance, I'm very confused if it's just the season as a whole. I understand he won MVP, but that's a regular season award, right? I would think if you're going to vote on the top 100 players, you're going to look at their entire performance of the season and vote accordingly to that. But you've got Mahomes at 4. You did have Travis Kelce at 9, Chris Jones at 6, Mahomes at 4. And then CMC was 3, Lamar 2, and then Tyreek Hill was number 1. Tyreek being up there is kind of cool, but my whole thing with him is well, what's he done since leaving? Have a bunch of kids? What's Mahomes done since Tyreek left? Got a bunch of rings. There's levels to this game, you know? But anyway, I would love to know what you guys think about it. Jennifer, thanks so much for the 18 months. Yeah, Mahomes is at 4. Yeah. And it doesn't really matter. This list is voted on by the players, so it's active NFL players, I believe, that were allowed to vote, and that was their thoughts and opinions, so that's going to be different than fans. And obviously, we as Chiefs players are extremely biased, but, Mahomes is the best in the NFL. So here's my thing, though. If they're only voting and basing it on, the regular season performance, I could understand how Mahomes is in the top 5, but not at 1, right? The season he had wasn't the best. It wasn't all his fault either. The wide receiver room led the league in drops, a lot of miscues, all kinds of stuff. We know that, right? But if you're basing it on the entire season, Mahomes went nuclear in the playoffs when it mattered and then ended up winning Super Bowl MVP because, again, he showed up when it truly mattered. So that's my biggest thing. If it's only on the regular season, okay, fair enough. But if it's on the entirety of the season, nah. I just disagree. Jan with the membership, appreciate you. FLDB with the 22 months. Voting happens during the season. I read it was off. It was voted on the off season, typically from Thanksgiving to New Year's, when it's clear which players have separated themselves from the pack. If I look up how is the NFL Top 100 list determined, it says it's voted on over the summer. I'm trying to find that because if it's voted on during the season, again, that makes sense. You're voting on how you see it based on how the season has gone so far. But yeah, FLDB, you might very well be right. And if so, it makes sense. Makes more sense than after the season is over, everybody votes on how the season concluded from a regular season and playoff standpoint. They can't give it to Mahomes every year? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If it's based on the regular season performance, like, I get it. But he is the number one player in the NFL. Did I get your letter? I got it, dude. I freaking got it in the mail. Yes, sir. Mr. J. Ice. I got it, bro. He sent this letter a long time ago. Can I read it? It says to Cole. Can I read this, Mr. J. Ice? Is that all right? Let me know if I can read it. If I can't read it out loud, I'll read it silently real quick. And you know Brady would have gotten number one just for playing still? Well, yeah, he's almost in a retirement home. So that is impressive. Okay, dear Cole, I've been a fan for a long time, since the start of the 23-24 season. Every time Chiefs games come out of market, I always depend on your play-by-play for everything. You're a celeb in my mind and everyone's mind at Chiefs Nation. Every time you're live, I'm there. Playoff game there. Super Bowl there. And player news there. Also, off-season news. Once I'm able to, I'm getting a membership and getting merch. The Rice Baby shirt. P.S. How about a throwback jersey? How about those Chiefs? Thank you for being the best KC fan ever. From Jonathan, your fan always. Mr. J. Ice in the house. Dude, that was really awesome, man. Thank you so much for this letter. He hand wrote it, too. So the fact that you took the time to write that, man, I really appreciate it. When I started this YouTube channel, I thought maybe I'll get like 20 views, 50 views. I was just doing it for fun. But the fact that, I have people that are this impacted just by the content and enjoy it that much, it means more than you know, dude. I don't want to get emotional to start off this stream, because I probably can if I really think about it, just because I'm very grateful with where I'm at. And the platform that's been built with the community. I'm nothing without you guys, and I'm extremely blessed to be able to do this for a living. So, Jonathan, thanks for the kind words, man. I'm gonna read it again after stream too. That was freaking dope, man. Thank you. W letter, exactly, Samuel. W letter. I will say this: the top 100 list definitely got people going. Talking about getting people fired up. Mahomes at 4 is pretty freaking crazy, dude. Julia, thank you for the kind words. Marcus, W in chat, yes sir. Tayson, we would have no one else giving us this news. Let's go, bro. I appreciate that. They're gonna have to deal with us. Yes sir, Kevin. Do you guys see Casey running around? Somebody said, can I pet that dog? Yeah, she's kind of cooped up right now. What I mean by that is the family's been gone. My wife and kids have been gone for 5 days, so she's just been kind of chilling with me in the office. I took her out earlier and was playing fetch with her, trying to get her to burn some energy, but she is still wound up. I might have to do it again. Take her outside in the dark and play fetch or something. I don't know, because she's all amped up. But hey, new shirts, Dad Bod season shirts are out on the merch store, Explanation Point merch. We also got the logo tees, so the bearded logo tee. We got HBTC on a tee, and then more T-shirt designs are going to be incoming. We switched T-shirt companies to athlete logos, better quality, faster shipping, and actual customer service. We moved on. Hey, can't be squeaking that. You can't be squeaking that. You understand? She found a squeaky toy. Jennifer with the 10 bomb. Thank you so much. Let's go. Chris, right with the 19 months. How the heck are you, bro? Good to see you, man. 19 months. Time flies. You're still not over Pacheco's Madden rating? They gave him an 87. Yeah, Madden ratings are whatever, kind of, to me. But I thought the QB ratings were actually pretty decent. Mahomes was 99. Lamar Jackson shouldn't have been a 98. He should have been down in the lower 90s alongside Burrow and Josh Allen. And maybe Josh Allen just should have been probably a little bit higher. Look at this dog, dude. What is she doing? What is she doing? She's pulling her dog bed all the way across the floor. What are you doing? I wonder what she's checking for, because there's nothing in there. She's checking for paraphernalia. Yeah, she's living her best life, exactly. Pacheco, definitely top 10 and going to break the top 5 this year. Top 10 running back, he's going to break the top 5. I love that. We'll see. You were at training camp today. How was it, Lola? It was hot, but how was it? You're about to crash out on that number 4 pick. Isn't that pretty crazy? The players really decided that the top 3 players are better than the player that beat all 3 of them. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, if they actually did vote, like FLDB said they vote in the middle of a season, from Thanksgiving to New Year's. If you're voting purely off regular season performance, like, the fact that Mahomes was still in the top 5, like, that's great. But if you're voting off of, like, a season-long performance, like, Mahomes should have been number 1, and it's not close, because he shows up. That's when he shows up in the regular season. Or in the playoffs, rather. The true elite players, they show up when the lights are the brightest, and that is in the playoffs. So regular season doesn't, I mean, it matters to an extent, like you got to get to the playoffs, but it doesn't really matter. Once you get to that wild card round, single round elimination, all bets are off. Regular season means nothing. Yo, Mama HBTC with the 15 months. Let's go. In Beard, we trust. Lou, thanks for the kind words, man. Mahomes won, not even close. I mean, I agree with you. You think Bills are going up or down this year, and Bengals? Bills, I mean, they're always going to be right in there, I think, with Josh Allen. Some are actually thinking the Bills got better. I'm going to say they take a slight step back with the players they had to let go on defense. And then you went from Diggs to Keon Coleman, and then Gabe Davis is gone too. Think what you want of Gabe Davis, but Diggs to Coleman, I don't know, dude. That's a lot on Keon Coleman's shoulders. They also signed, who else did they sign? Curtis Samuel, I think. That's off the top of my head, but I think they take a small step back, but I do think they're still a playoff team. The Bengals, probably a step up from last year if Joe Burrow stays healthy for the entire season. Oh, yeah, Bills got MVS too. Yeah, they got MVS. Who got Curtis Samuel? Did I think of the wrong team that got Curtis Samuel? Who got Curtis Samuel? He's with the Commanders get him? No, the Bills got him. Yeah, the Bills did get him. Okay. So the Bills got Curtis Samuel. They got Keon Coleman. They got MVS. Yeah. How do you feel about Jorquarius, the Jorquarius Spivey signing? I mean, it's fine. Basically, man, Isaiah Gathings pulled his hamstring, and they released him today. They waived him with an injury designation, from what I understand. And so they needed another tight end to fill his spot. So they signed I want to say it right, Jorquarius. I think it's Jorquarius. Jorquarius Spivey. They call him GQ. So they signed GQ kind of as Isaiah Gathings, like camp body replacement. But hey, if GQ shows up and shows out, maybe he can earn himself a practice squad spot. That's what I would think right now. Yeah, they have Shakir as well. I mean, they got some bodies in there, Ray. That's why I'm like, I don't think the Bills are going to be bad. I think they'll be a playoff contender for sure. Yeah, Buffalo got MVS. Yes, sir. How do you feel about Clyde's PTSD situation? Yeah, I mean, he was really transparent about dealing with the PTSD. He and a buddy got held at gunpoint kind of in an attempted robbery back in 2018 when he was at LSU. And CEH's buddy ended up shooting back and hitting the guy who was trying to rob them. So, and this happened in a car. So the guy hops in the back seat, pulls a gun. Clyde and his teammate are in the front seat. His teammate ends up shooting. So imagine being in a car and gunshots go off in a life or death situation, like how loud that is. So he's dealing with PTSD from that. I think the Super Bowl rally parade shooting flared it up. So he's been dealing with the PTSD, but then he shared he deals with, it's like cyclical vomiting syndrome. It's like a neurological issue where the root cause is like kind of unknown, and you can go through like spells of vomiting for hours or even longer on end at random. So CEH is dealing with the PTSD, but sometimes when you see him sick on the injury report, like he might actually legitimately be having a vomiting spell, and B, needing to go to the hospital for IV to get hydration. So yeah, it was great to hear him just be candid and honest and open about the struggles with PTSD and mental health stuff like that. I feel like it's a great thing for guys to talk about it more, especially guys on a professional or a bigger platform saying like, hey, mental health is real. It's okay to admit you need some help and to like work through it. Because a lot of guys, we just will hide it. It's fine. We'll suppress it. We don't need this. We don't need counseling, therapy. Like we don't need nothing, right? So I thought that was great, to be honest. Yeah. Just that he was open about it. You didn't watch the game last night. How did Williams look? He didn't play, James. Yeah, it was all backups. If you're talking about the Hall of Fame game, it was all backups. I didn't pay too much attention. I did have it on. I did have it on, but like it was just a preseason game, basically. Yo, Darrell with the 2-bomb. Brenda, Grandma, HBTC with the 5 gifted. Let's go. Clyde was so brave to be so vulnerable. Yeah, no, 100%, Darrell. I really did appreciate it, and I would love it if if more could, if more could be open about it when the time is right and it makes sense, not to just go on some random tangent about it, but when it's applicable and it makes sense to bring it up and talk about it and spread awareness. I'm 100% on board with that. Yeah, it got canceled because of the rain. That was crazy. I waited till the end of it too. So the third quarter, there was like a 30 or 40 minute delay and then they just canceled the game, which is nuts. You're a Raiders fan and your dad's a Bills fan. I have respect for your franchise so much so. Yo, Blevrin, thanks so much for the kind words, man. I mean, Raiders, they're fun right now. They're kind of easy to pick on. They haven't been to the playoffs in 20 plus years. But, I mean, the rivalry has gone back decades, and it's been a tough fight. Even though Mahomes is 10-2 against the Raiders in his career, not every game have been blowouts. Some have been really close, and it's been good fights down to the wire. You know, if we're talking about the Raiders, I do have a lot of respect for Max Crosby, and I like Devontae Adams. I liked him before he was a Raider. I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and always have respect for players that are great at their craft, even if they do play for the Raiders. How about Justin Reed? What about him, Peggy? He's still being held out of training camp practice. I have Justin Reed and Kadarius Toney on the thumbnail, and it was to talk about training camp standouts. Those are just two notable injuries. Those guys obviously aren't standing out. Justin Reed is more important, a bigger piece of the puzzle of the roster than Kadarius Toney. When you look at Justin Reed and his contribution and his veteran presence that's needed on the defense back there in the secondary, he should be back soon. He tweeted out on X/Twitter the other day, maybe last night, saying soon, ... clock emoji. So Justin Reed, if he's talking about himself, should be back soon. How soon? I don't know. Could that be 2 weeks after preseason is over? Or 3 weeks, rather, after preseason is over? Could it be longer? I don't know. Kadarius Toney, he tweaked his ankle. There's a lot of minor injuries going on, especially in the cornerback room. You've got 2 wide receivers also dealing with stuff. Justin Watson with his foot. Kadarius Toney with his ankle. So you definitely have a bunch of injuries right now. Carlisle said, chill, dude. Pretty chill, man. It's talking. Cole, been meaning to ask this for quite a while now and haven't quite gotten to it. Can I pet that dog? No, not right now. Not right now, dude. We ain't petting no dogs. Destiny, why did your comment get hidden? I'm just playing. We can play that. Where is that? Where is it?
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
You
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Somebody asked, do you think the Chiefs will win a 3rd Super Bowl in a row? That's the goal. That's the hope. Yeah, that is definitely the hope. Yo! Mama HBTC with the 20 bomb said, can I pet that dog? And I just played it in honor of the 20 bomb. Let's go. I didn't know that the 20 bomb was coming. But you know what's funny is it's my mom that showed me that version of Can I Pet That Dog? It was pretty funny. It's not the original version. It's not the original version, but I like that one better because it's a bear. And the lady's like, can I pet that dog? It just makes it funnier. You see that the Saints signed Puka Nakua's older brother or little brother? I think it was little brother, right? Wasn't it his little brother? Nakua Saints. The Saints signed Puka Nakua's brother, Samson. Is it their younger? He was signed by the Colts as a UDFA in 2022. Oh, 1 year before his brother. You're right. So his brother, 1 year older. Okay. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Who do you think right now is the biggest threat to the Chiefs' three-peat? I mean, it's still kind of early, I guess, but biggest threat. I mean, just look at any of the contenders out there. The Ravens got to be up there. The Bengals, maybe. Texans. And then obviously whoever, if the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl, which I'm hoping they do, you're then going to have the NFC teams. So is that the Lions? Is that the 49ers? Could it be the Packers? Chicken Wranglers, a dillweed? Wait, what happened? Younger is Kai Nakua, older is Samson Nakua. Okay, dang. Puka Bear knows everything about the Nakuas. Let's go. I don't care what Cole tells you. You may not pet me. All right, fair enough, doggy. Do we have time to sign Donovan Smith? Yeah. Alexis was asking if the Chiefs have time to sign Donovan Smith as a veteran left tackle solution. Yeah, they do. That's assuming Donovan Smith still wants to play football, which I don't think he's announced his retirement, so I would think he does. Donovan Smith is one of the few guys you could sign pretty late into training camp, and he could get acclimated before the start of the regular season because he played on the team last year. Are they gonna? I don't know, but we need to see the extent of Wanye Morris's shoulder injury. He got his shoulder tweaked today at practice, and he was supposed to be competing for the left tackle spot, even though it's looked like Kingsley has won that battle. Wanye was working in at left guard today, second team offense and first team offense, which was interesting. Then he hurt his shoulder. But yeah, if they even feel like they're lacking tackle depth, maybe Donovan Smith could see a return, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Dez with the membership, thank you so much. Appreciate you. The dog is going insane with her bed, dude. What is she doing back there? She's picking it up. She's flipping it over. Casey, what are you doing? Leave your bed in peace, bud. Casey, what are you doing? She's amped up on Mountain Dew. Yep, MVS is on the Bills. Yes. Did you see the new kickoff rules being used for the first time last night? I did. Yeah, it was not very effective yet. Yeah, it was not very effective yet. Casey looking for the rabbit? She might be hungry, but she got food in her bowl, so I don't know. You think Rice or Hollywood will be wide receiver one? I think Hollywood. But if Rice is not suspended at all this season, it's going to be very intriguing to see how the pecking order pans out as far as receiving yards go. Can they both stay healthy? I think if they both stayed healthy and played 16, 17 games, whatever the starters end up playing, I would think Hollywood has the edge just because of how you can use him, shallow, intermediate, or deep down the field due to his speed. But Rice had almost 1,000 yards last year. I wouldn't rule that out from happening again, potentially happening again if he plays all season long. It's going to be interesting. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts, especially if Rice isn't suspended. Tristan with the $13.99 Canadian. Let's freaking go, dude. Appreciate you, man. Chat needs to chill. What is happening in chat? Are we all good? Looking for a three-peat? Yeah, she's looking for the three-peat in her dog bed. Like, you guys got to see this, man. This is crazy. I don't know what she's looking for. Let me see if I can get this started. Oh. Hello? What if I do this? I know you guys can hear me. Well, maybe not. I was trying to get my phone camera to work. It doesn't want to, sadly. Never mind then. Never mind. She's just going crazy back there. That's all. Yeah, the dark. I was on a darkness retreat. I'm sorry, guys. I saw Aaron Rodgers had to get out of there. Do you think Nico can make the 53 over Sky? I mean, maybe, Blitz. Sky right now is getting like every opportunity over Nico. I think the Chiefs are going to give him every opportunity they possibly can with him being a rookie with 2 years left on his deal. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I think Nico has value to make the back end of the roster, wide receiver 6 or 7, but they're going to really try to give Sky as much opportunity as they can. He's a second round investment, and I don't think they want to give up on him yet. But if Nico keeps balling out, Sky keeps falling, I think if you're going to go, let's say you go 6 wide receivers, I don't know if I have Sky or Nico making it right now. If you're going to go with 6, you've got Hollywood, Rashee Rice, Worthy, Justin Watson. I'm going to go with McColl at 5. And then you've got a bunch of guys at number 6. I'm probably going with Tony as wide receiver 6 right now. Though, of course, that could be Sky over Tony. That could be Justin Ross over them. That could be, like, Nico could sneak in there. Yeah, Nico could sneak in there. They could also roll with 7 wide receivers, and that would give you a little bit of buffer. Maybe Tony and Sky make it, or Tony and Ross, or maybe Tony doesn't make it. I'm not saying Tony is completely safe either, but I do think a healthy Tony in a niche gadget role on the offense / punt returner is still a very dangerous weapon to have on the team. So I think they'll still give him as much of an opportunity as they can too. $2.5 million dead cap, $2.5 million cap hit. You're going to give Tony all the chances you can. Cole, that stat you dropped about Mahomes yesterday was amazing. Oh, thanks, Song. Yeah, I found that on Twitter, and I credited the guy who it was from. But yeah, that was a crazy stat, huh? Let's see. Do you think UFL players can compete at a high level in the NFL? I mean, sure, some of them potentially, but a lot of UFL players are like undrafted free agents that fell out of the NFL. They didn't make it. Yeah. Did you see LRZ's big catch today? No. Where would I see that? Where do I see that? I didn't see a big catch from LRZ. Andy, let me know where to see it. I saw a pass protection rep today, but I didn't see a big catch, no. Let me know where I could see it. Sky falling, don't be a chicken little. My bad, Lee, my bad. Yo, Allie with the 5 bomb. Oh, Brenda with the 2 said she's looking for her bone. Where's your bone? Where is it? Well, that got her over here. Where is it, buddy? Where is it? Go get your bone. Go get it. Go get it. Oh, boy. I don't have it, dude. She's like, yeah. Oh, my gosh. She's going nuts. All right, well, thanks so much for the 2, Brenda. Allie with the 5. Personally, the new kickoff rules were tripping me out, and there were so many penalties. Anyway, here's 5 for the GOAT. Allie, thanks so much for the kind words. Yeah, the kickoff is going to take some time. The new kickoff rules didn't really work that well yet. It'll get better. I have faith. We got all season. I think it'll get better and a little bit more exciting. Simply Complex. Oh, that's Sweaty Dog, I think. What's up, my brother? Oh, it is still Sweaty Dog. Yes, sir. 15 months. TAP with the 1 month high. Normally just to listen. Appreciate you on all Chiefs and your awesome character. Was there a report on Valdez-Scantling not impressing the Bills? Well, first off, thanks for the kind words, man. Yeah, there was a report. I didn't share on it in a video. There's so much going on with training camp, but I will tell you what the report is. which is what's hilarious is here's a guy from today's Bills practice. He's a Buffalo Bills host of Going Deep Buffalo. Look what he said today. MVS is really starting to pick it up in the Bills offense, fitting in nicely already. Okay, so that was said about MVS today, but there was a report recently that surfaced that said MVS is potentially struggling with the Buffalo Bills and could be a potential roster cut. I don't know. We'll see if that is actually a thing. But some people are saying, hey, if MVS gets cut from the Bills, bring him back to the Chiefs as like wide receiver 5 or 6. I don't know, dude. I don't know about all that. Andy, with the 13 months it was on his Instagram, kind of looked like a one-handed catch. Let me see. I could go to his Instagram real quick. Thanks so much for the 13 months, man. Let me see if I can find Louis Rees-Zammit. There he is. Okay, let's see. I was quite far away, but love this from Louis Rees-Zammit. He also made the cover of Men's Health magazine, just so you know. But here's this catch. So it's deep down the sideline. Oh, nice. Dude, nice. We'll see how the crowd sounded. Nice, dude. LRZ with a pass down the field, or a catch down the field. Nice. I did not see that prior. W catch. Yes, sir, Blitz. D1 said, no, thank you. MVS had his moments, but I think I'm done with him. Yeah, I mean, if for whatever reason he didn't make it with the Bills and the Chiefs really wanted to bring him back on a veteran minimum deal as like the end of the roster receiver, like, maybe I'm not opposed, but I don't know that he's needed by any means. How many running backs are making the 53? I don't know, 3 or 4, probably 3. And the 3 right now looks like Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Deneric Prince, but they could sneak 4 on with Louis Rees-Zammit being the 4th. I just don't know yet. He's got a lot to learn. And we'll see how he does in these preseason games. That's going to tell us a lot there. Puka said, why do I think that Josh Allen would be good kick returner? No. I don't know. No kick returns for Josh Allen. Leave him alone. Steelers fan here. What's up, dude? What's up, Triple Double? Do you guys think it's fair we play Chiefs Christmas Day 4 days after playing Baltimore? Well, the Chiefs play you guys 4 days after playing the Texans, so it's even ground. Even ground. You think Shamari Connor should move to cornerback? I mean, they've been using him in the slot, so he's got like a little bit of a hybrid, versatile role back there. He can play kind of inside. He can play outside. He can kind of play all around. He played 5 different positions in the secondary last year. So it's something he can do for sure. MVS would be wide receiver 6 here, wide receiver 1 in Buffalo. Wide receiver 1 over all those guys, you think, in Buffalo? Yeah, I mean, the talk was if MVS got cut, there's no reason why he would want to come back to be wide receiver 6, that's for sure. You think Ross has a better chance this year? What's up, Robert? Great question. I don't know. He's been making the most of his opportunities recently, especially with Justin Watson and Kadarius Toney hurt. Like, he's been a great red zone target for Mahomes. He does have a legitimate chance. I don't know if it's a better chance than last year. I feel like the overall competition in the room is better. I mean, you have McCole. That's probably your wide receiver 5. Then you have Justin Watson, Hollywood, Worthy. You have Rice. I mean, and then you've got a bunch of dogs competing for wide receiver spot number 6. Gonna head to bed. See you later, Emperor. Without injuries, what position do you think we lack at? Without injuries? I mean, I can't even answer that without injuries. Just, I think the cornerback room is struggling right now. You've got Nazi nursing an injury, Jalen Watson coming back from surgery, Josh Williams lacking consistency and getting reps with the second team. Kelvin Joseph was a guy working with the ones on the rise, and he tweaked his hamstring. So cornerback is definitely an interesting one to watch. And then in the secondary, in the safety room in particular, Justin Reed's dealing with the quad. Deion Bush is dealing with an ankle. There are a lot of injuries in the secondary. Now, if you really want me to answer, let's say everybody's healthy, I think the RB3 spot is an interesting one right now that I'm just not sure. Like, that's why I said before all this, like 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, when I made my 53-man roster projection 2.0, I had a little bit of a hot take. I said I think before the season starts, Jerick McKinnon comes back as running back 3, but the longer camp goes on and he doesn't return, it's just looking less likely that it's actually going to happen. And so the depth of the running back room is something I'm curious about. The left tackle position, you've got a couple unproven guys there fighting for the starting spot. If you don't bring in somebody like Donovan Smith, which is totally fine if they just want to roll with Kingsley. Like, I'm not opposed if that's what they want to do. Justin Meade with the 2 bomb said Wentz is better than half the top paid QBs, or better than half the top paid. You think Carson Wentz is better than, I'm just saying names here, better than Lamar, Jared Goff, Joe Burrow, Tua, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, I don't even know who else is up there right now. Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if he's better than any of the ones I just named. Maybe Tua. When is the ball getting sent? I mailed everything out on Thursday. So I mailed everything out yesterday. We need the jet back. I mean, I would love it. I would love to see the return of McKinnon. Not sure that it's going to happen this late into camp, but, you know, you can't rule it out yet. Wentz easily is the best backup. Yeah, I mean, if you want to say Wentz is probably one of the top backups in the NFL, I am 100% agreeing with you on that. Yo, see you later, Blitz. Have a good day. Pale Guy. Yo, Pale Guy. That's got to be my burner account. Pale Guy 98 with the 10 bomb. Thank you, bro. Your third super on a live stream said pay Trey Smith. Dude, I would love it if they could keep most of the players. Now, the reports are right now are that the Chiefs are looking to get a long-term deal done with Creed Humphrey in the coming weeks to make him the highest paid center in the NFL. And they're also looking to extend Harrison Butker. Those are 2 of the 4 big ones. The 4 big ones to me are, in no particular order, but I'm going to go in the order of Creed Humphrey, Harrison Butker, Trey Smith, Nick Bolton, or Nick Bolton, Trey Smith. You could flip those. I think Creed Humphrey, getting a deal done with him makes sense. You're going to lock him in at $14 million a year. He's the best center in the NFL now that Jason Kelce retired. Harrison Butker, maybe he's the number 2 kicker in the NFL, only behind Justin banging 60-year-old Tucker, but he's 5 years younger, his whole career still in front of him. So I agree with Creed and Butker for sure. Trey Smith, I'm going to root for him to get a bag just because of him being a 6th-round pick, falling due to health issues, all that he's overcome. If the Chiefs can pay him that $20-ish million a year, like, I am open to it and would welcome it. The only way I feel like that happens is if you move on from Joe Thuney after this season. Either way, I'm not sure you can keep Joe Thuney and Trey Smith around, even though Joe Thuney is almost done. Trey Smith still has a while to go left in his NFL career. But how can you pay Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Joe Thuney the big money you're paying, Jawan Taylor the big money you're paying? Like, you just can't pay everybody, so you've got to bet on a young guy. The question is, do you bet on the young guy at the left guard spot or the right guard spot? What are you going to do there? That's the biggest question. So I am team pay Trey Smith if you can. I think he's one of the best guards in the NFL. Joe Thuney probably performs at a little bit higher level, but Trey Smith is younger, and Joe Thuney is on his way out in the sense of, like, how many years they have left in their career. Joe Thuney's 32 almost, and Trey Smith is in his, well, how old is Trey Smith? 26? Trey Smith age. He is, it says 31, but that's the wrong Trey Smith. 25. Yo, what's up, Matt? How are you, man? We need McKinnon back. I'd love that, Tonga. If possible, I would totally be down. Wilson's just the highest paid backup QB. True. Russell Wilson? Yeah, I mean, the Broncos are paying all his money. Best left tackle in CB2? Or besides left tackle and CB2, the Chiefs are stacked. Yeah, I mean, left tackle's a question mark. Cornerback 2 spot's a question mark. But linebacker room looks pretty good for sure. Safety room looks good. D-line, like you could maybe add a little bit more there, maybe to the D tackle position. But yeah, you got Chris Jones. You have Karlaftis, Dana, Aminihu comes back when he's healthy. And the O-line's great. Really, outside of the left tackle spot, that's just a question mark on how that's going to be. Wide receiver room, pretty good. Tight end room, looking pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you have Butker as the kicker. You got Matt Ariza as your punter. Looking pretty good almost all around here. And then the coaching staff, top notch. You retained a lot of the key coaches, and I think that's going to be pretty crucial in the Chiefs' quest to the three-peat. You've got Joe Cullen, the D-line coach. They brought him back. They brought Dave Merritt, the DB coach, back. They brought Spags back. He was needing extended. Then they extended Andy Reid, Brett Veach, and Mark Donovan. So the Chiefs kept a lot of key pieces there too. Tonga said we should have kept McKinnon. Yeah, I mean, he's a free agent, so the Chiefs could, in theory, still re-sign him. Yeah. It would be great if they could. I don't know if they will. Legion of Zoom 2.0. Yes, sir, Mr. J. Ice. So why are we starting late? I didn't see. Starting late? I mean, I started at 8:10, I guess. 10 minutes late. But I've been live for 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Keep Bolton or Trey Smith? Whoo! That's going to be a tough one. You do have Drew Tranquil signed to a 3-year deal, and he can play the Mike linebacker position. He did it last year. You have a little bit of insurance there. Leo Chanel is on the rise. You've got Jack Cochran. You could probably get Nick Bolton for cheaper per year than Trey Smith. But I think the question is, do you just want to surround Mahomes with the best offensive line talent humanly possible, or knowing he is an absolute magician at avoiding sacks, can you get by with a younger guard, save that $20 million per year, and then pay Nick Bolton? I'm not saying that's what they should do, but it's a very real possibility. Now, if they decide to move on from Tooney, sign Trey Smith, maybe you could still also try to get Bolton back as well. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not Brett Veach. You guys let me know what you think, Bolton or Trey Smith, if you had to pick one. Gotta go. See ya, Robert. Thanks for hanging out, man. What's up, Jeremy? How the heck are you, brother? Tonga said hello from Sydney, Australia. Let's go all the way. From down under? Love it, man. Thanks so much for the support. It means a lot. Do we play the Titans this year? I don't think so. Off the top of my head, I don't think so. Somebody let me know. Let us know in chat. Do we play the Titans? I don't think we do. Did Creed get signed yet? Not yet, Justin. Chief said we do not play them. Okay, I didn't think so. Remember the Super Bowl against the Bucks? Mahomes needs a line. Yeah, I mean, that was an O-line that was completely decimated, and they moved like 4 people. So that's never ideal. I agree that you need the best line possible, though. So you need good depth, but you also can't pay. Like, how can you pay Joe Tooney 20 or the 18 or whatever, 16 to 18 million a year, Jawan Taylor 20 million a year, Creed Humphrey 14 million a year, Creed Humphrey 14 million, and then Trey Smith 20 million a year? How can you pay all those guys that much money? I just don't think it's possible. Yo, Jared with the 5. What up, dude? Thanks so much. Anybody pick up Bakhtiari yet? No. I need to see the most recent update on Bakhtiari, but the last time I heard him talk was like June, maybe mid-June. He said he wanted to play for a Super Bowl contender, but he has not yet had his knee cleared for full NFL movement, contact, etc. yet. So he's still rehabbing that knee back, and he's not even a guarantee that he's going to be back to 100%. He didn't say that, but when he was saying he wanted to play for a Super Bowl contender, he wasn't yet cleared from his knee injury. So Bakhtiari, higher ceiling, obviously, than Donovan Smith, but his injury history it scares me a lot. Mad Max said you have to let Bolton go get his bag. Yeah, he would get more elsewhere. That's for sure. What's up? What's up, Mad Max? Good to see you in here. You've been trying to delete that game from my mind for the past few years. Yeah, Super Bowl 55. Unfortunate. They lost both starting tackles, and then they tried to shift around. Yeah, it was just a mess. They shifted around a bunch of people. Veach is a GOAT. Thank God. You're worried about the cornerback position a little, said Egg. Yeah, I mean, outside of Trent McDuffie, they're still trying to find their cornerback too. You know, L'Jarius Sneed is gone. So you don't have your de facto 1-2 anymore. They're trying to find who that is. It could very well be Jalen Watson once he works back from his injury, but he's going to be a little rusty. Najee Johnson is very well in the mix. He's just dealing with a hamstring right now. Joshua Williams is in there a little bit, as is Kelvin Joseph. Do you think it's possible that Leo Chanel takes a big leap again this season because he jumped most of the league last year? I mean, I think they're betting on that, yes. I think it was Spags. He said Leo is going to have a different role this year, which I took to mean a bigger role this year. I think he's linebacker 3, and we'll see him in there quite a bit. You pulled Derek Thomas in Madden? Let's go, dude. Rooting for Nazi. Me too, song. Who hid Destiny's comment? Did her comment just get hidden? Or the one long time ago? That was accidentally Lego, I think. It was an accident. What is the team's salary cap? I think it's around like $14 million. I haven't looked at it in a minute. NFL team's salary cap, if I look at it, the Chiefs have... Where are we at? They've got $14 million. Top 51 cap space. Yo, how is Get Chiefed commenting all these dual comments? Are you guys seeing that, or am I tripping? How is that happening? The top 51 cap says 14 right now. Somewhere around there. Why was the game called short last night? Due to storms. And I don't think the storms are ending anytime soon. A strong back end on defense will lead to more sacks. The second cornerback will be key. Yeah. Spags was saying, hey, the D-line can be great. They can be elite. But if cornerbacks can't cover back there, it ain't going to matter. So I do agree with you, Mad Max. Do I not have slow mode on? Am I tripping or what? What is going on? Maybe I don't have slow mode on. Oh, I need to fix that. I swear I turned it on. No, it's on. So, not sure. What's up, Ron? How are you, bro? Do you think Tony will play running back, or he would still play wide receiver, Hunter? He would still play wide receiver, but you can use him back in the backfield for sure. Like, not primarily as a running back, I don't think. You need to look at the difference in clothing between Townsend and Chanel from the Chiefs-Dolphins wildcard game. The difference? I could try. Yeah, it just came up. I know. I tried to change it. I changed slow mode from 10 seconds to 11. Must be bedtime and he's getting cranky. Who is, Charles? What did I have for dinner? I had tacos. Tacos. I mean, I kind of eat carnivore, so it was basically taco meat and bacon. But it was my version of tacos. You have a video idea? What's your video idea, Prime? You're talking so slow? What's up, Perfection? What are your thoughts about signing Justin Simmons and moving him to cornerback? I don't know his history to know well enough if he could just move to cornerback like that, but I will say if the safety room keeps taking hits, I'm down to bring him in as a valued safety. He wants to play for a contender, And I would not turn Justin Simmons down. Yo, KL368. Good to see you, man. He's one of the OGs of the channel. Said Jay Ross is having a baby girl. Another girl dad. I did see that. Yeah, thanks so much for the 2-bomb. Yeah, Justin Ross is having a baby girl. I might have seen, was that today or yesterday? Yeah, he said, I can't wait to meet you. It was some video posted today by his fiance, I believe. So yeah, they're having a baby. Yeah, that's the problem. Justin Simmons is going to want a lot of money. And I don't think the Chiefs are going to be willing to give up that much money. Not when you have Jaden Hicks on the roster, Chamari Connor, Brian Cook, Justin Reed. I mean, you got Deion Bush as well. You got guys. Are they as good as Justin Simmons? I mean, no. Probably not. But they already know the system, and you got players. You got role players. Bionica with the 18 months. What up? You're back. Can't wait for the season to start. It's going to be epic. Start soon. Roughly a month. Thanks so much. Welcome back. 18 months. Would that be the same fiance? I don't know, Jeff, to be honest, if that's the same lady or not. I don't think so. But I honestly have no idea. I remember the court case that he had, and that lady's name did not seem similar, so I do not think it's the same person. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's different. Do you think Mahomes should have been lower on the list? Yeah, he probably should have been at number 1. Yeah, he probably should have been at number 1. Thoughts on Hill as number 1 player? I mean, yeah, he's one of the best in the NFL. He's a generational player. Loved him on the Chiefs. Like, I got a signed Tyreek Hill jersey. Homie has a lot of kids, but he's a very talented player. Number 1 in the league. Probably should have been Mahomes, but that's fine. What's up, Jace? You think good players would want a ring and make a good deal to get the bling? Yeah, they want money at the end of the day. The NFL is such a violent sport. You never know when your last snap in the NFL could be. So if you can fight for a couple extra $1 million, you're probably going to take it. You're going to the home opener? Ooh, let's go. But yeah, some players you think if they've already gotten tons of money that they would want to take a little bit of a discount for a ring. But Patrick Goat Holmes with the membership. Welcome, welcome, bro. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. What are your guys' weekend plans? Let me know in chat. We've got tomorrow is off. Dude, I am off tomorrow. My wife booked me a massage. I was like, really? She's out of town. She booked me a massage. I was like, you didn't have to do that. That was nice of you. She's like, well, you're working 13 days in a row. I think you earned a massage. I was like, all right. So I'm going to have a super chill day and just relax for my first time in almost 2 weeks. And then we're back at practice on Sunday. You're going to the Chiefs and Saints game? Nice, dude. Monday Night Football. Got no weekend plans other than sleep, watch TV, repeat. That sounds nice. Tyreek has 10 kids. That's a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids, man. Yeah, Tyreek was a great player. Lots of fun. I love how Washington is looking. Yeah, Rod's talking about Montreal, Washington. I'd like to see him as a receiver over Moore. Yeah, Montreal is very unique. He keeps making plays. And Chiefs used him last year as a returner. It's definitely a possibility. He's just getting a lot of reps with the third team offense and the second team offense. Meanwhile, you're seeing others kind of move up. That's Sky, Justin Ross. They're playing more with the ones. But we'll see. He can keep showing up and showing out. I know a lot of people last year wanted Amir Smith-Marset to remain on the roster, and the Chiefs ended up trading him away for a late-round pick. It was wasn't it a late-round pick swap even? But Montreal Washington is a guy I have my eyes on, dude. He keeps making plays. He keeps making them. You remember when Mahomes had his big 10-year contract and now he's considered underpaid? Yeah, crazy, huh? Your Aussie mates are loving themselves Mahomes. Let's go, Chad. 10 kids is insane. Dude, we have 2 kids, and that's so many kids to me. Like, I know that's not that many, but 2 feels like a lot. So 10, that's times 5, dude. Times 5. How much does it cost to go to a Chiefs game now? Ooh, I don't even know. You could use SeatGeek though. Code HBTC. I think HBTC 10 will get you 10% off. It'd be hundreds of dollars by the time it's all said and done. You think Sky is getting more chances because they like him personally so much? I mean, maybe that's a little bit of it, but I also think he's a second-round draft pick from 2 years ago, and that's a lot of investment, and they really want to see him take that next step. You've got him on a rookie deal this year and next year if he pans out, so I think you're naturally going to give him as many opportunities as humanly possible, and he very well is a guy that makes the roster because of that fact. Kamal Hadden gets cut. He could very well make it as a cornerback 5, 6, depending on how many they roll with, as predominantly a special teamer. But we shall see, that's for sure. Can anyone tell you where Blaine Gabbert is now? I think he's a free agent, Rumby. Or is it Rumby? Please tell me how to pronounce your name. I feel like I say it wrong every time. Xander's going to the Chiefs-Texans game at Arrowhead. We paid around $300 a ticket. That sounds about right. I think McCole Hardman makes the roster. Yeah, Jaden. I have him making the roster right now. He's not safe. Like, based on his contract, you could move on from him. What's up, Josh? Another day. We get closer to kickoff. 100%, bro. Hope you're doing fantastic, brother. Chiefs like how hard Sky works to get better. Most players like Sky. Yeah, Sky is loved by his teammates and the coaches. He is a hard worker. Like, it's not like a lack of trying. He's not fluffing off or whatever it is. Fluffing off. I don't know what the saying is. He's not screwing around. He's putting in the work and he is really trying. He doesn't come like drama is not Sky Moore. He doesn't do drama. So like there's a bunch of positive aspects, but at the end of the day, it's got to translate and show up out there on the football field. You're going to New Mexico this September and be watching the home opener at an Airbnb. Let's go, boys. How's he been doing at camp, and is it over? Camp is not over. It goes till August 15th. But McCole Hardman he's been doing all right so far. Yeah, getting a lot of work in with the twos. He's doing all right. Yo, you do not need to share your age on here. It's all good. Welcome, though. Cole, did you see the league is changing the cheat motion rule that Miami used so much? I've seen both. I've seen some say, no, it's not really changing. Some say it is. But yeah, the cheat motion is putting somebody in motion, and then they start to step up and move towards the line of scrimmage as the ball's being snapped or right before it. And the reports I've seen are they're trying to do away with that. It's where if you move up forward at all before the ball's snapped, they're going to call that a penalty. You got your airfare and hotel room for New Orleans. Let's go, Jeremy. Cole, you enjoyed the premiere? Tony, thanks so much, man. You're talking about today's premiere? Unk and Ocho, my source of info. Those are some good sources, Destiny. Happy birthday. Whoever, Rebecca, happy birthday. First preseason game on the 9th. We getting close. Very close, boys. Your concerns this year are left tackle and linebacker. Why linebacker? Just with like Willie Gay gone, or what's your concern there? Because I feel like the linebacker room looks pretty good with the starting 3 of Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquill, and Leo Chanel. Top 10 Chiefs right now. I don't know if I can give you a top 10. I mean, I got a lot of favorites just over the years. What do you think about the new kickoff rules? Goats. I mean, it looks okay for now. The Hall of Fame game last night, they didn't look very promising yet, but it'll get tweaked. It'll get better. People will get better at it. Your only concern is corner. Yeah, that's a bit more where my concern is corner, and then just how's the left tackle spot going to pan out. Your name is Brita? What's up, Brita? Brita? Can someone explain the kickoff rules? Yeah, it's just different now. Teams are lined up 5 yards from each other, and it's got to land in the landing zone. I mean, I did a whole YouTube short on it. I feel like the NFL just did like a little video on the new kickoff rules. Can I find it? Yeah, let me see if I can find. I thought they had a video on it on the NFL's Twitter, but maybe not. Cole, you going to any Chiefs game this season? Yeah, I'm going to go to one, but I don't know which one yet. Don't know yet. Kurt said, Shell Putnam, thanks for giving us such a good guy. Thanks, Mom, for having me. Let's go. Is Justin Ross a long shot? Or Justin Ross is a long shot? I mean, I don't know that he's a huge long shot. He made the roster last year. I do think he's fighting for one of the last wide receiver spots. And some of it just depends on, like, is Rice going to get suspended? Is Justin Watson's foot going to put him on IR? Like, you have to look at some of those things. I don't think Rice is going to be suspended to start the season. But if Justin Watson's foot is banged up and he goes on IR and the Chiefs roll with 7 wide receivers, I see a pretty easy way that Justin Ross makes the roster. So it just kind of depends on how many they end up rolling with. Do they roll with 6? How do the injuries pan out by the end of camp? And then you kind of got to go from there. You should go to a Raiders game so you can see Mahomes handle it when it gets handled. That'd be a good game to go to. What's up, Jacob? Jeff said, good thing for the Chiefs. You can hide bad secondary with a good pass rush, and you can hide a bad secondary with a good pass rush. Luckily, we were good at both. Yeah, I mean, Spags himself said, hey, you can have a great pass rush, but if you can't lock up your receivers, you're going to be in trouble. So he wants somebody to get out and earn that CB2 spot for sure. Get chiefed. If you spam, you'll get timed out again, bro. No spamming. How many wide receivers did the team have in 2018? I mean, off the top of my head, I can't remember. Probably 6. Probably somewhere right around 6. At least with the initial 53-man roster. What's up, Kyle, with the 2 bomb? Thank you, man. Did I see your message? No. I don't see a Discord message. How old is this Discord message? Oh, your package is being delivered as we speak. Hopefully you'll get it for this month's members only live stream. Oh, let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Jennifer said, please tell everyone I'm okay, and it's just she's not home and it's Walmart Wi-Fi. Jennifer, hang on to your hat. Your Wi-Fi hat. Let's go. Will you be watching the Royals if they make the playoffs? I mean, I might have it on the TV, yeah. If they make the World Series, for sure. Can't believe that L'Jarius Sneed and Trent McDuffie didn't make the top 100. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Could you see Wiley starting next to Kelsey this season? This season? I read Hunter Hyman, and then I combined it with season. Can you see Wiley starting next to Kelsey this season? That's insane. This season? I think Noah Gray is going to be tight end 2, but Jared Wiley is going to get some reps for sure. They're going to start ramping him up as the season goes on too, and the rookie gets more reps under his belt and more familiar with the playbook. Josh said, "Hey yo, pause." Destiny said, "Cole." Mike Film said, "What?" Yeah, my bad, guys. I don't know why I read it. Woo! I don't know why. Holy smokes. Round of applause for that one. Yep, Gray's on his last year. Yes, sir. What's up, Alan? I need a timeout. Should I just go into a darkness retreat? I'm in timeout. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I was talking about sailors. We needed an instant replay. He said, calm down. I just misspoke. Didn't know Cole's name was Aaron Rodgers. It's not. I'm not conspiratorial enough. You feel like they'll run with 6 wide receivers? I think so too, Jacob. I think it'll be right around 6. That was a crazy slip. It wasn't as crazy of a slip as this one that I'm about to play, but it was still a pretty crazy one.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-year-old 60-yard field goal off the crossbar and through to be.
Oh, Justin Tucker, long live that man. Can I sing? Nah, dude, I can't sing. Are you serious? I can't sing. What the heck? To be fair, Cole, you could throw as many passes in the NFL as Aaron Rodgers did last year. Dang. How many did he actually throw? Did he throw 1? I can rap though. Yeah, it's been a few years, but I can do that, but I can't sing. I can't hold a tune. Editors have to get on the replay for the stream. He had 1 attempt, 0 completions. Well, I could do that. Yeah, Kevin, thanks for the kind words, man. Banged a 60-year-old is crazy. It really is crazy, dude. Oh, no. All right, Destiny can sing. Destiny's Child in the house. Thank you. You can sing? Let's go. Nice. I think Aaron Rodgers walked on the field and he tore his Achilles. Yeah. If it's not Kadarius Toney, would you want more? I mean, I just think if it's not Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore is going to be one of those guys that makes a roster that some fans are not going to want on there. I could see reasons why they have him on there with him being on his rookie deal and all that. If it's not Toney, I mean, it's got to be Justin Ross, Sky, or Nico. It's got to be a fight right there. Kadarius can be great if he would just focus and stay healthy. That's it. KL said, man, as a Sky Moore fan, I want that man to go get a fresh start. So have the Chiefs maybe trade him for a late round pick and have him start elsewhere. I mean, I could definitely see it happening. You would rather have Remigio or Ross over Moore? I think a lot of people feel that way. Yeah, you're not alone in those thoughts, that's for sure. What's up, Jeremy? How the heck are you, bro? Destiny, I think you'd like your guitar. You play guitar? Dude, we got some talented people in here. I bought an acoustic guitar when I was a teenager, and I tried to play it for like 2 months, and I was like, what the heck am I doing? The Chiefs have a great wide receiver room now? Yes, sir, Egg. Yeah, Jeremy, heck yeah, bro. Glad you're doing well. In the hypothetical, what not only do the Chiefs three-peat, but they go undefeated while doing it. Oh, no. I hope they go undefeated. Bro, if they go undefeated and three-peat, dude, we would be insufferable. I mean, absolutely insufferable. And a lot of people don't like Chiefs fans as it is. Oh, it's definitely possible. It's very difficult to do. I'd have it pretty low odds that the Chiefs go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. But they could do it for sure. I feel like Andy Reid holds his cards too close to his chest to go undefeated. Plus 3,000 for the Chiefs to go undefeated. Yeah, that's crazy. It's so hard to do. They hate us and I love it. Let's go, Josh. They really do. Ross is that guy that can win 50-50 throws. He is pretty much our only tall receiver. Yeah, Mike, I actually talked with Chief Concerns about that on their podcast on Wednesday. The thing is, like, they just don't throw a lot of 50-50 balls. They throw their guys open. They scheme them open, and Mahomes is throwing to the open receiver. And if you want a bigger-bodied guy, you've got Jared Wiley. Rice can go up and get it. Ross is obviously 6'4". That's the tallest receiver on the roster, I believe, or at least with the perceived to be starters. So I understand the case for Ross, especially in the red zone and niche packages. Like, I get it. I'm not opposed. But it's not essential, I don't think. Like, because they got the tight ends that could do it. Jared Wiley could do it. Mahomes is 4 on the top 100. Yeah, pretty crazy. Ross can catch, not so sure about Sky. Fair enough. Cole, I said something similar in the Discord. I said even if the Chiefs were 16-0, Reed isn't going to not sit the players just for an undefeated record. Yeah, I bet if they have the West locked up and or the 1 seed, I mean they are for sure sitting their starters. What the heck, dude? Yo, Destiny's guitar is kind of lit. That's fire. That's what I'm talking about. Puka's back. Let's go. Allie said, my physical therapist is a Dallas fan, and he had to deal with me roasting Dallas for 10 minutes, laughing and admitting it's pretty true. What's up, Ben? Honest opinion, do you think LRZ stands any chance of making the 53? At this point in time, I do have him as a guy that probably makes the practice squad. Unless for whatever reason the Chiefs are just so high on him, they kind of save him and protect him on the roster as like an RB4 in a super niche role, primarily being used on like kick returns or something. At this point in time, from what I've seen in training camp, he needs a year to sit and learn the game a bit more. And it would be great if he could make the Chiefs practice squad and do that for a year. And then we give him a more fair shake next year when he's got a little bit more experience under his belt. I'm not an LRZ hater. I'm rooting for the guy. Would love the underdog story to crack through year 1. But just seeing like, dude, pass protection's been rough. He has trouble with vision, finding holes, whether it's on kick returns or in the run game. And he's just new to the game. He's barely been playing football, 2 weeks or whatever, five days in pads. That guy's shifting a ton of jerseys in the UK. I just bought mine in white. Oh, yeah. Now, he's a fan favorite for sure. I don't know if he's going to make the roster, though. LRZ will not make the roster unless it's the international spot. Well, the problem is they've already placed their international roster spot on Jason Godric. The only way I think that would they could put the international pathway player, whatever, the international player placement for the practice squad on LRZ is if they waive Jason Godric and he gets claimed off of waivers. If he gets claimed off of waivers, they get their international exemption back. That's what it is, their exemption. And they could put it then on LRZ. LRZ will move to another team. I mean, possibly so, Randy, if he doesn't make the 53, yeah. Jeff said, I'm betting on LRZ going to the practice squad. I mean, some people, they have a point. If you're another team, why are you going to sign LRZ to your practice squad? Why? For a little bit of notoriety? That's the only reason that makes sense. He doesn't have any NFL experience. He's been in the Chiefs system, though, and they want to keep growing and developing him. So it makes more sense to land back on the Chiefs squad. You're heading out. See you later, Hunter. Have a great night, man. Thanks so much for saying hi. Yeah, he has trouble positioning his feet. They look like ballerina moves sometimes. Yeah, he definitely moves different. Rugby is a whole different sport. Who's Jason Godric? He's the international pathway player from last year that was on the team. It's Jason Chu. I can't say his first name. It's hard, but Chu Godric. Yeah, LRZ might get swooped up on a different practice squad if he gets released, for sure. Yep. That's a risk you take, and another team could very well claim him. They would have to sign LRZ to their 53. Yeah, and he can potentially make the 53. Somebody was just asking me if I think he's gonna. At this point in time, I don't think so, but we'll see. I need to see him in some preseason games first. Did you watch the Bears versus Texans? I did, cool guy. I watched it last night a little bit. Any update to the wrestler the Bills signed? No. Chukwue Buka? Nice. Anthony's on it. Thank you. Justin Ross incoming? Very well. Could be. Evan? Yes, sir. He's having some great practices so far. How about the clips of Worthy getting bodied at the line? Oh, I saw that one clip, but it's just one clip, man. He's a lighter guy. He's going to get bullied a little bit, and Andy Reid is going to scheme him open. Yeah, Andy Reid's going to scheme him open. I'm not worried about that at all. Cole, we need a hobby horse meme. Oh, gosh. Hobby horsing, man. I watched a clip on it, and these hobby horse ladies were doing a high jump. They were doing a high jump, and it was pretty funny. Peter with the 2, have you heard of any trades? Well, first off, thanks for the 2. Haven't really heard of a lot of trades. I know Brandon Ayuk is rumored to be traded, but I don't think he ends up on the Chiefs. But no trades for the Chiefs specifically. I haven't heard much. Remember Justin Watson versus the Raiders? I'm trying to remember what exact game that was. What are we referring to exactly? I doubt there is a single play where Andy Reid doesn't have Worthy in motion. Oh, I guarantee you Worthy's either going to be in motion, he's going to be in a bunch formation. They're going to set him up to not get pressed at the line. Yeah, he got knocked down, but he got up again. You're never going to keep me down. Okay, I'll calm down. But yeah, Worthy got knocked down, but he got up again and then scored a touchdown. Let's freaking go. My mom's asking if she can pet that dog.
You cannot pet that dog.
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
All right, that was for Mom. Let's go. Cole, can we do without Bolton? Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to keep him, but they had Bolton only half the season last year, and they were just as effective, if not a little bit more effective from an EPA per play standpoint with Drew Tranquil at the mic than with Bolton. So it can be done. That's no disrespect to Bolton, because Bolton, even when he came back, some of the games he played, he was injured. So I would love to keep Bolton around, but I think they can make it work without him if they got to. There's only a few players on the team you absolutely have to keep, and they're all locked in. Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. No more Red Bull? Hey, I haven't had no Red Bull. I haven't had no Red Bull today. However, I think I've had
5 cups of coffee.
I've had a lot of coffee, not going to lie. Someone said, I can't wait for Mahomes to be holding up the number 4 at the end of the season, but it'll be for 4 Super Bowls. Hey, that's the better way. That's the better way to go. Thoughts on Poppy expanding his role? Yeah, as a pass-catching back, I mean, I'm for it. He's been working with a wide receiver coach. He's been getting better in pass protection. I'm all for it for sure. Jeremy said, that's a lot of coffee. It is. King Jamie said, I'm having beers. I had a tank 7 earlier. Yeah, I had a tank 7 earlier. What a lot of people think about Worthy is that he's mid and AD Mitchell is better. In Worthy's last year, he was constantly doubled, so AD was getting all the targets. Yeah, I mean, AD Mitchell went like what? In the middle of the second round? The Chiefs were eyeballing Worthy from pick 21 on in the first round. I'm going to trust Veach and company, even though they don't have the best track record of drafting skilled position players. They did hit on Rashee Rice. That was a win. So I'm going to say, and just give them the benefit of the doubt, that they are getting better as the years go on at selecting skilled position players in the draft. Cole, he had prison issues? Wait, who? Who are we talking about? I forgot. Who are we talking about? Trying to draft Pacheco in a lot of my mock drafts. He's going to catch a lot of passes this year. Heck yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good pickup. I think LRZ just needs a bit of time. It's hard getting new habits when he's been in pro rugby since 18. Yeah, he just needs time. That's it. Roomby said, me being not old enough to drink a beer. That's all right. You got time. I didn't have prison issues. I don't know who had prison issues. Kurt with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much, man. Let's go. Let's go, Kurt. Hill is a Hall of Fame caliber player. Oh, 100%, Wiz. Am I nervous at all about week 1 or 2? Not yet. Not yet, but the week of I will be. I'm sure. Rice might have prison issues. Nah, he ain't going to prison. He'll get it pled down to a misdemeanor. He'll get it pled down. He ain't going to prison. I'd be pretty surprised. I would be pretty surprised. Missed you? What happened, Matt? What did I miss? I can't get every single comment, but I do try. Oh, you're talking maybe for a gifted membership? Who do you think the Chiefs' toughest opponent will be this year? I mean, the Ravens, Bengals, Texans, the Bills. I mean, those are all going to be not easy. I think they play the 49ers. So they got some tough opponents. The Chiefs will be their toughest opponent. The only people that can beat the Chiefs is the Chiefs. What are your thoughts on the Hall of Fame game getting canceled due to weather? It was unfortunate, but it was a game that didn't matter. It's just preseason. And those storms were going to last for a while, so that's fine with me. The delay in Rice's case indicates he will only get community service. Yeah, it's going to get pled down. He'll probably get suspended, but he's not going to go to prison. I'd be pretty surprised. You spent some time researching KT's background this week. Seems like he a genuinely great dude, but I didn't realize he had a gun thing in college at Florida. Yeah, he did have I can't remember what exactly it was. It was a pretty small ordeal, but I think he just got pulled over and had a gun. I don't think it wasn't either registered properly or something. If I remember right. Was saying before, Justin Watson at the Raiders, he got flattened like Worthy. He got up and scored a touchdown, then drew an unsportsmanlike flag. Oh, yeah, on the same play in the red zone. Yeah, he's running a route, got freaking bulldozed off his route, jumps up, scramble drill, finds a touchdown, or finds an open seam in the coverage. Mahomes hits him for a touchdown. He scores, gets in the face of the guy that threw him down to the ground, and Justin Watson got flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Kadarius had a gun because he thought a gang member was coming for him. For real? Hey, man, that's why I don't leave my house. Bladen said camp has been lit, and I've been hearing that Hopkins got injured in camp and the Titans. Yeah, he's out for like 4 to 6 weeks. I did see that. Unfortunate for sure. They keep putting down Mahomes on NFL 100 under Lamar. Yeah, Lamar greater than Mahomes is one of the dumbest things I ever saw. I've ever seen. Pretty dumb. I get knocked down. Hi, Cole. Your opinion on Mahomes getting 4th? Yeah. I mean, if they actually did vote on this in the regular season, like in the middle of the regular season, like Mahomes was not playing his best. His receivers were dropping his passes. It wasn't firing well on offense. So, like, I get it to an extent. But if they voted after the season, I do not get it one bit. Makes zero sense to me. Lamar had 29 touchdowns and he still won the MVP. I would have to look at his rushing stats and just kind of combine them all. Lamar Jackson, career stats. So, let's see. Lamar Jackson last year. Oh, you're counting both. You're counting, what's his rushing stats? What was his rushing stats? I need to find them. So 2023, he had 3,600 passing yards, 24 touchdowns to 7 INTs, and then rushing. Yeah, you added it right. But then he had another 800 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. I mean, that's a pretty good season. I'm not going to lie. The video of Lexi getting pancaked low-key made me laugh. Like, I know y'all trying... Oh, LRZ, not Lexi. LRZ. Like, I know y'all trying to get used to it, and they sandwiched him. Yeah, for sure. The real question is, why did they do this in the regular season? Why not vote after the regular season? Yeah, why don't you vote in the offseason, Josh? That's what I would think. You should vote after the season. KL said, I didn't think Ross would make the roster this year, but him changing Pete Sweeney's opinion of him has me interested. Pete's never been a Ross fan. Yeah, I mean, I'm just over here trying to report on who's standing out and climbing the ranks, and then when injuries happen, who's making the most of those opportunities, and Justin Ross is definitely doing that. So he is a guy to watch. He's a guy definitely pushing for it, and then you just gotta you really need to see how they do during preseason. Kurt with the 5 gifted, Brand with the 5 gifted, Brand the man hitting bowling balls. He's got a bowling ball in his hand and he's doing 5 gifted with his other. Let's go, dude. Appreciate you, Brand. Let's go. Yeah, Justin Ross is definitely on the rise. Ross might be too slow. He does struggle with creating separation in the NFL. That is a documented fact based on his season last year. But there's still a chance he makes a roster for sure. He looks faster now. Yeah, Susie said Ross is fast now. I mean, I don't know if he's fast, but he looks faster. He looks quicker. He definitely looks quicker. If voting after season, some players are in Cancun while the Chiefs are busy in playoffs and don't want distractions, well, just vote like the week of the Pro Bowl. Everybody votes. Vote after it's over or whatever, or after the Super Bowl, before the draft or something. Cole, please show the Pete Sweeney tweet. Yeah, so Pete Sweeney he is 1 comma away from this tweet being a disaster. If there's no comma in this tweet, this is a disaster of a tweet. Oh, man. That was definitely an interesting way to word that. Definitely an interesting way. Holy. Yo, Peter with the 5 gifted. Let's go. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support tonight. The comma holding it together like Spider-Man. Carlisle said, bro, what? Chap said, LOL. Nathan with the emojis. Matt R like, what? KL, LMAO. Yeah. If there's no comma there, it's getting crazy in these streets. It's funny, though, how Snead actually locked up Hill. Yeah, 100%. He didn't even get in the top 100. Cole walks the PG-13 line like a champ. Oh, my gosh. You should meet my parents. I am PG-13, but we do walk the line. We be walking the line. Cole, what you think on the rookie defensive backs Kamal Hadden and Battle? I haven't heard a lot from Miles Battle in training camp. He's been mainly working, I think, with a 3rd-team defense, but he kind of had an uphill battle to make the roster as a UDFA as it is. Kamal Hadden, he's been working. He's coming back off of injury, though, so it's a little slow going for him. Commas are important, y'all. No, exactly. Justin Ross got so close to getting the Justin Tucker treatment. Oh, so close, Destiny. Late night Cole is the best. Oh, man. It gets crazy up in here, that's for sure. You're pleased Kelsey has only been mad once at camp? True. But the pads haven't been on that long. Let's give it a little while longer. Should Isaiah Gathings return? I don't know. I don't know how bad that hamstring injury is. Charles, you're a legend, man. Appreciate you. Have you retired the Tony lamp for this season? It's probably gone. Yeah, I kind of retired it last year. It's probably gone. Speaking of gone, I think I'm gone. This is my 13th day in a row working. It was so fun to hang out with you guys, though. But I'm going to go get off here and enjoy the rest of the evening. Maybe watch some Netflix and laugh about the NFL top 100 list because absolutely insane. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the gifteds, for the mods holding it down, for the super chats, super stickers, everything. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back Sunday with another video recapping Sunday's practice, training camp practice. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.